Rahul Chandegra from Degree Electrical Engineering Department, Dr. Subhas Technical Campus. In previous video lecture, we just started Laplace transform and S domain and basic of Laplace transform. We have to completed a partial fraction method. So just look out the review. So keep in mind that Laplace transform of common function for impulse, the Laplace transform is 1. For step, the Laplace transform, if f of t equal to 1, so it is 1 by s. So f of t equal to, let's check f of t equal to 5 or f of t equal to 5, then the Laplace transform is 5 by s. Cos 5 into 1 and 1 Laplace is 1 upon s, so it is 5 by s. If it is f of t equal to 2, then the Laplace transform is 2 by s. For a ramp or just f of t equal to t, then the Laplace transform is 1 upon s square. For e raised to plus at, it is 1 upon s minus a. For sin omega t, it is 1 upon omega square plus s square. But if it is multiplied with the e raised to at, in previous f of t equal to e raised to at, but here e raised to at is multiplied with the f of t, then the Laplace transform is, instead of f of s, it is f of s minus a. In previous video lecture, we just checked the partial fraction expansion of 2 examples up to this. Now the different term of first degree. To separate a fraction into partial fraction when its denominator can be divided into different term of first degree, assume an unknown numerator for each fraction. So here is given 11x minus 1 upon x square minus 1. So we will write 11x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 and x minus 1. So now if x plus 1, a divided by x plus 1 plus b divided by x of minus 1. So let's start our method. So first we put x of minus 1. So this term, how can we make it 0? So it is, if it is x minus 1 equal to 0, then we have to put x equal to 1. So here if we put 1 minus 1, so it becomes 0. So x equal to 1, this will make it 0. So we will remove it and put x equal to 1 in remaining equation. So 11x equal to 11 multiplied by 1 equal to 11 minus 1 divided by x plus 1, so it is 1 plus 1. So 11 minus 1 equal to 10 and 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So we will get 5. So here we will get b equal to 5. Again the equation is 11x minus 1, let me write again, 11x minus 1 divided by x plus 1 and x minus 1. We calculate for x minus 1, it is b equal to 5. Now the next term, x plus 1. So here if we put x equal to minus 1, then it becomes 0. So we have to put x equal to minus 1 in this equation and have to remove this portion. So 11x, so 11 minus 1 equal to minus 11 minus 1 divided by here minus 1 minus 1. So above is minus 12 divided by minus 2. Minus 12 divided by minus 2, we will get a equal to 6. So in this equation we will get a equal to 6 and b equal to 5. So this is our simplest method which we are used for separate a fraction into partial fraction. But when the factor of the denominator are of the first degree but some are repeated, assume unknown numerator for each factor. So if a term is presented twice, so our method will be changed little bit. Make the fraction the corresponding term and its second power. If a term is present 3 times, make the fraction the term and its second and third power. So let's take one example. Here x square plus 3x plus 4. So we are learning a mathematical terms for solving our signal and system example. So this is the part of maths. So here x square plus 3x plus 4 divided by x plus 1 raised to cube. So if we put x plus 1 equal to 0, then x equal to minus 1, it will only give one answer. But here the fraction is raised to 3 times. So we have to change a little bit things. So what we have to do? We have to put a equal to x plus 1, a divided by x plus 1, b divided by x plus 1 square, and c divided by x plus 1 cube. So it become x square plus 3x plus 4 equal to ax1 plus a multiply x plus 1 the whole square, b multiply x plus 1 plus c. So x plus 1, whatever the denominator, will go to other side of equal. So it will be multiplied with the each term, and we will get here x1 plus 1 whole square, x plus 1 and nothing. So after that, so we will get multiply each term with open bracket. So and separate x square term, x term and known of term. So a multiply x square plus 2x plus 1, it is bx plus b. So we separate x square term, so it is ax square, then 2a plus bx plus a plus b plus c. For that we will find the by comparing both the equations. So another side is x square plus 3x plus 4. So here the a is multiplied with the x square, and here 1 is multiplied with the x square. So now we can write as it is. So it is a equal to 1. Then after 2a plus b, 2a plus b equal to here 3 by comparing both the equation. So 2a plus b equal to 3, but we already find a equal to 1. So we will put 2a plus b equal to 3, but a equal to 1. So it is 2 multiplied by 1 equal to 2, and b equal to 3 minus 2. So we will get b equal to 1. Then after a plus b plus c equal to here 4. So a plus b plus c equal to 4, but we already find a equal to 1, b equal to 1. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2, and we put 2 in other side of equal, so it will be minus. So c equal to 4 minus 2. So 4 minus 2 equal to 2. So this method we will get a equal to 1, b equal to 1 and c equal to 2. For same example, there are so many methods to find the answer. Whatever you like and you prefer it's easy, you can follow it. So for the number of present term is twice or 3 times, we will use this method. Now the next example, different quadratic terms. When there is a quadratic term, assume a numerator of the form ax plus b. So here 1 divided by x plus 1 multiply with the x square plus x plus 2. So we will, here the term is in the form of square. So we just divide a divided by x plus 1 and bx plus c divided by x square plus x plus 2. We just not write b, we will use ax plus b type. So here a is already used, so next term bx plus c we will use it. So now the denominator will multiply with this term, because it is in denominator and goes to equal other side, so it will be multiplied in the numerator. So here we will get 1 equal to a multiply the whole term. So x plus 1 will be cancelled and a multiplied by x square plus x plus 2. Now bx plus c, then the whole term is multiplied, then the x square plus x plus 2 will be cancelled and x plus 1 will be multiplied, and we will open the bracket. So bx multiply x plus 1 and c multiply x plus 1. Now change the term in the form of x square coordinates constant and x and simply constant. So here ax square plus x plus 2 bx x plus 1, in that a is multiplied with the x square, then ax, then 2a bx square plus bx plus cx plus c. We open the bracket, then we separate the term x square x and without the x. So a plus b equal to x square, a plus b plus c equal to a multiply with the x plus 2a plus c. It will be compared with the left side. So here x square term is not present, so whatever multiply with the x square, it is a plus b equal to 0. So we will get, after comparing both the equation from left side and right side, a plus b equal to 0. Then next term a plus b plus c equal to, here there is another no x term, so again a plus b plus c equal to 0. So we will put a plus b in this, so we will get c equal to 0. Now the last term 2a plus c, so here the constant term and in other side it is 1, so 2a plus c equal to 1. So we will put c equal to 0, which we already find, so 2a equal to 1, so a equal to 1 by 2, so it is 0.5, but a plus b equal to 0, so b equal to minus 0. So a equal to 0.5, b equal to minus 0.5 due to a plus b equal to 0. So it is a, and c equal to 0. So this is the method when the another term is form of x square plus x plus 2 or in the form of square. So we will put x plus b or bx plus c, whatever the constant or variable is available. So repeated quadratic term. So in this example, if it is square, here is the square, then the next example will be follow. So here in this example, it is a upon x plus 1 multiply with the x square plus x plus 2 the square. So now we have to put another variable like bx plus c. So here a plus x1, a divided by x plus 1, bx plus c divided by x square plus x plus 2, then dx plus e divided by x square plus x plus 2 the whole square. Now this denominator will be put other side of equal, so it will be multiply with the all the terms. So after multiplication, so here is the a upon x plus 1, so multiply with this denominator, so x plus 1 x plus 1 will be cancelled, so it is a multiply x square plus x plus 2 the whole square. Likewise for b, x plus c, here x square plus x plus 2, so this denominator multiply, so 2 will be cancelled, so it will be bx plus 1 x plus 1 x square plus x plus 2 plus the last term dx plus e divided by x square plus x plus 2 the whole square. This denominator multiply with each and every term a, b and this term, so x square plus x plus 2 whole square will be cancelled, dx plus c e multiply with the x plus 1. Now we will, here we get a x square plus x plus 2 the whole square, bx x plus 1 x square plus x plus 2 plus c x plus 1 x square plus x plus 2, then dx multiply x plus 1 and e multiply ex plus 1. Now after open the bracket of each and every term, and we will compare with the left side equation. So here there is a no x cube, x square or x term, so whatever we multiply and compare, it will all will be 0. So the first term, here we will get a x raised to 4 plus b x square and x square, it is b x raised to 4, so it is a plus b equal to 0. Likewise for x, this is for x raised to 4, this is x raised to cube, this is x square, this is x and this is 1. So here there is a no any term of x, so all are x raised to 4, x cube, x square and x all equal to 0. Then the multiply x raised to 4, it is a plus b, x cube it is 2a 2b plus 2c equal to 0, x square term 5a 3b 2c plus 2d equal to 0, and simple x term 4a 2b 3c plus d plus e will be 0. So after calculating a plus b equal to 0, we will put here 2a to b equal to 0, so we will get 2a to b equal to 0, then c equal to 0, then 5a 3b plus 2c plus 2d, we have to put c equal to 0, and by solving all these equations we will get a equal to 0.5, b equal to minus 0.25, c equal to 0, d equal to 0.5 and e equal to 0. So just we have to keep in mind that we have to follow this term for whenever it is square or in the form of a square. After that there is a simple mathematical step of comparing. We will get a value, b value, c value, d value and e value. The next term we will study is applying theorem. We already studied two theorem like final value theorem and initial value theorem. So we have to study that portion to familiar with the theorem. So apply initial and final value theorem to this example. So here y of s equal to, we get 2 upon s multiply s plus 2 multiply s plus 4. This is the Laplace transform of the function. Now applying final value theorem. So whenever we applying final value theorem, we studied that. First we study what is the final value theorem, what we have to put t equal to and what we have to put s equal to. In initial value theorem, what we have to put t equal to and what we have to s equal to. Let's check it. So here initial value theorem, in that f of t equal to initial, so it is t equal to 0, but in the S domain or in the Laplace form we have to put s equal to infinity. For final value theorem we put t equal to infinity but s equal to 0 in the form of limit s multiply f of s. So whatever we get in the form of equation of s, we will put for initial value theorem s equal to infinity. For final value theorem we will put s equal to 0. So now we are going to switch to our example. So here first we are applying final value theorem. So in the final value theorem we will put s equal to 0. So directly in this equation wherever there is s, we will put s equal to 0 for final value theorem. So it is 2 multiply, there is no 0, 2 multiply 0 divided by 0 plus 2 multiply with the 0 plus 4. So it is so it is 2 divided by little bit confusion here, let me check again. So this will remove both the zeros, so this is little bit wrong, so it will be get infinity answer, cause 2 divided by 0 it is infinity. For initial theorem we will put infinity. Okay, we will get, okay, so here the f of t we will put as f of s. So here okay, now in that we put s f of s. So there is s multiply with the f of s term. So that's why 0 is coming here and infinity is coming here. So 2 multiply by 0 divided by 0, so it is infinity. Applying initial theorem, so we will put s equal to infinity. So 2 multiply by infinity divided by infinity, so infinity. So 1 upon infinity equal to a 0 term, and here infinity will the answer. What is the procedure to find the solution in S domain or the Laplace transform? So Laplace transform solution process, so we have to follow this process for finding the Laplace transform. So any non-homogeneous linear differential equation with constant coefficient can be solved with the following procedure, which reduce the solution to algebra. So step 1, put differential equation into standard form. So if it is d square y 2, so whenever we get d by dx or d by dt term, we will put equal to capital D. So it is d square y plus 2 dy plus 2y equal to cos t, and y of 0 equal to, it will be given for here, just we take example, if equal to 1, dy of 0, so it is first term equal to 0, so it is initial whatever will be given. So just we have to keep in mind when we get d by dt, we will put equal to capital D. It is first step. Then step 2, take the Laplace transform of the both side. So Laplace of each term, Laplace of d square y, Laplace of 2d multiply 2dy plus Laplace of 2y plus Laplace equal to Laplace of cos t. So both the side we have to take Laplace transform. Then the step 3, use table of transform to express equation in the S domain. So Laplace of d square y, Laplace of 2dy, Laplace of 2y, Laplace of cos omega t. Then we will put Laplace of d square y equal to s square ys minus s y of 0 minus dy of 0. Then Laplace of 2d of y equal to 2s y of s minus y of 0. Then the Laplace of 2y equal to 2y of s, and cos t, the Laplace is s upon s square plus 1. So this express equation we already studied. Let me show you. Differential equation. So Laplace of d, it is s f of s minus f of 0 plus. So whenever it is s square, so it is 2 s f of s minus f of 0 plus. So we will use this differential equation in our solution process. So for it is simple differential, so it is s y of s minus y of 0. If it is square, then s square y of s minus s of y of 0 minus dy of 0. So that will be come from our expression equation, and the cos t equal to s upon s square plus 1. If it sign, then 1 upon s square plus 1. So now we will get s square of y of s minus s, 2 of s y of s minus 2 y of s, and equal to s divided by s square plus 1. So we just whatever s square term, s term will be compare with the right side. Now solve for y of s, step 4. So it is s square of y of s minus s plus 2s y of s minus 2 plus 2 y of s equal to s upon s square plus 1. Now just we have to common y of s, so it is s square 2s and 2. So it is s square plus 2s plus 2 y of s equal to s upon s square plus 1. Then this term minus s and minus 2 will be in the right side of equal, so it is plus s plus 2. Now next step, y of s equal to, it is multiply with the y of s. So when we put other side of equal, then it will become denominator. So it is s upon s square plus 1 plus s plus 2 divided by this term s square plus 2s plus 2. So when we open this bracket, so we will get y of s equal to s cube plus 2s square plus 2s plus 2 divided by s square plus 1 multiply with the s square plus 2s plus 2. So step 5, expand equation into format covered by table. So y of s we already know, which we will get. So after that we have to put for s square plus 1, so it is as plus b, s square plus 2s plus 2, we will put cs plus e. So it is as plus b divided by s square plus 1 and cs plus e divided by s square plus 2s plus 2. Now we will multiply each term and open the bracket, so we will get and separate s cube, s square, s and non without s term. So we will get a plus c multiply s cube after open the bracket. So 2a plus b plus e s square, 2a plus 2b plus c multiply with the s plus 2b of e. Now we will compare with the left side equation. So it is here s cube plus 2s square plus 2s plus 2. So s cube term and s cube term. So it is 1 equal to 1 plus c. Then 2 equal s square term is 2. So here the 2a plus b plus c equal to 2. Then s term multiply with the 2. So it is 2a plus 2b plus c equal to 2. Then the 2b plus c equal to non-zero term. So it is 2. By compare with both the side or numerator, we will get a plus c equal to 1, 2a plus b plus c equal to 2, then 2a plus 2b plus c equal to 2, and then 2b plus e equal to 2. Now for finding a, b, c and e, just we have to do our mathematical equation like a plus c equal to 1. So we will put 2a plus 2c equal to 2. So after solving these unknowns, we will get a equal to 0.2, b equal to 0.4, c equal to 0.8 and e equal to 1.2. Then we just have to put the value. A value is 0.2 plus b, so it is 0.2 s plus 0.4 divided by s square plus 1. So it is 0.2 s divided by s square plus 1 and 0.4 divided by s square plus 1. After solving, we will put all the value in the equation, then finally we will get 0.8 multiply s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 whole square plus 1, 0.4 divided by s plus 1 whole square plus 1. So after putting this in this equation, so we will get our final answer. Now the last step, use table to convert s domain to time domain. So 0.2 s divided by s square plus 1, it become 0.2 cos t. 0.4 divided by s square plus 1, it become 0.4 sin t. 0.8 s plus 1 divided by s plus 1 square plus 1, it become 0.8 e raised to minus t cos t. So it is inverse Laplace. Then 0.4 divided by s plus 1 whole square plus 1, it is 0.4 e raised to t sin t. So we will get y of t equal to 0.2 cos t plus 0.4 sin t plus 0.8 e raised to minus t cos t plus 0.4 e raised to minus t sin t. So we have to follow these 6 steps to find Laplace transform, convert time domain to Laplace domain or S domain. Then again in the last we have to use convert S domain to time domain to get final answer. Thank you.